طيب خلينا نكمل بالreading text a lesson in friendship. هلأ بهذا التكست رح نشوف a story of two friends. They are actually classmates and they go to the school together and they are in the same class. Now the two friends are Zafar and Nadim, and you are going to see that both of them actually love each other's, but at the same time they feel jealous from each other's لأنه one of them gets a higher mark in the test that day, but the other one actually failed maybe, and they had an argument and they feel really bad about each other's. Now let's read the first paragraph here. Zafar and Nadim had been great friends since the age of 5. When they finished primary school, طبعا primary school, it means the school from grade 1, 2 and 3. They both went to the same secondary school. Secondary school طبعا your age, grade maybe 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. They both went to the same secondary school. That school was a 20-minute walk from their village. So as you can see from the picture here, they don't live in a city, but they live in a village in which we have rivers, trees, mountains, in a town on the other side of the river. Every morning, Zafar and Nadim walked there and back together. طيب Zafar and Nadim didn't always see eye to eye. Here eye to eye طبعا انتوا بتعرفوا انه it means they don't agree with each others. They don't agree. They compete with others. So they sometimes had arguments. They had arguments يعني بيكونوا على اختلاف دائما, particularly about school. They were both competitive. Competitive means wanting to be better than others. So they compete each others. كل حدا بده يكون أفضل من التاني. They compete. كل حدا بده يكون the best or better than the others, and wanted to get the best marks in the class. One wet Wednesday, طبعا wet Wednesday, it means it was raining. Okay, it was raining and the floor is wet. We have water everywhere. They were walking back from school together, as always, but on this occasion, Zafar was angry with Nadim. طيب بهذا اليوم أو in this day, they actually had an argument. Why? Because Nadim had got the highest mark in a test that day and he kept on talking about it. So, who got the highest mark? Nadim. Nadim got the highest mark in the class, and actually he continued تابع أو استمر talking about it. هلا what did Zafar feel about it? He thought إنه Nadim was only doing this in order to make him angry or in order to make him feel bad. طبعا زي ما قلنا بالأول هم competitive, متنافسين دائما, فبالتالي نديم لما got the highest mark in the school, who felt sad? Zafar felt sad about it and he becomes very angry from his best friend. So anger took control of him, and finally, in a moment of madness, he turned and slapped Nadim in the face. What did he do? He slapped him in the face. He hit him in the face with his hand. This is the meaning of slap, to hit someone with your hand. So Nadim was shocked at first, but then he picked up a stick and wrote in the sand by the side of the road, "Today my friend Zafar slapped me." So بنهاية الستوري بدنا نعرف ليش إنه Zafar wrote this sentence on the sand. Okay, today my friend slapped me. We need to know why did he write it here. Okay, the pair of friends carried on their way home in silence. They continued the trip to their home in silence and they didn't talk to each others. The rain kept on falling. As they got closer to the river, a section of the river bank broke because of the rain and the water carried both of them into the river. طبعا the meaning of river bank. Here bank has two meanings. Bank is the place where you go and take money, and river bank, it means the area or the land next to the river. The land next to the river is called the river bank. Now what happened? Because it was raining hard and it was raining heavily, the river bank fell down and the water carried both of them into the river, as you can see here in the picture. Nadim couldn't swim, but straight away Zafar was there by his side. So as you can see, friends help each other at the end, pulling him to safety. As you can see here, he is pulling him. He is taking him out of water. When Nadim had calmed down, he found a sharp stone and wrote on a big rock, "Today my friend Zafar saved me," or saved my life. Now when he was angry from him, he said, "Today my friend Zafar slapped me," and he wrote it on the sand, because when you write something on a sand, it's going to erase and it's going to يعني water is going to take it away, or it's going to be removed. رح يروح إذا أنت كتبت على الساند. بس if you write on stone or rock, هذا رح يبقى لوقت أطول. Today my friend saved my life. Zafar said, "Earlier you wrote in the sand saying that I hate you, but now you have written on a rock. Why?" Nadim replied, "Writing in the sand disappear quickly." مثل ما حكينا إنه when you write on sand, this is going to disappear يختفي. When our friends do something bad to us, we should forget it quickly. But when friends do good things and show us kindness, we should always remember it. We should remember the nice and good things that our friends do to us, even when they are angry from us. We should always remember it, just as the writing on a rock remains forever. طبعا انت when you write on rock, this is going to stay forever. But if you write on the sand, this is going to be disappeared. رح يختفي. ليه؟ علشان انت تضلك متذكر دايما kindness and love between you and your friend. When Nadim had finished speaking, Zafar put his arm around his shoulder and they continued on their way home. طبعا هدولا questions كتير طبعا مهمين. If you read them, you are going to find that here, for example, question 1, what was the only problem in Nadim and Zafar relationship? The problem كانت إيش؟ إنهم they were both competitive and wanted to get the best marks in the class. هاي كانت المشكلة اللي بينهم، إنهم هم التنين competitive، يعني كل حدا بده يكون better than the other. Okay, question number 2. Now why did Zafar hit Nadim? Why did he hit him? Why did he slap him on the face? Hey, question 2. Nadim had got the highest mark in a test that day and he kept on talking about it. فبالتالي Zafar felt angry and he felt bad about it, and that's why he slapped him in the face. Okay, what happened on the river on this particular day? إيش صار this day? طبعا الأنسر إنه as they got closer to the river, section of the river bank broke because of the rain and the water carried both boys into the river. هذا question number 3. Okay, question number 4. Why did Zafar need to help Nadim? Because he couldn't swim. طبعا Nadim إيش? He couldn't swim. This is basically question number 4, or the answer to question number 4. He couldn't swim, so Zafar was there by his side, pulling him to safety. And this is also تكملة الجواب. Okay, what did Nadim need to write his second message? What did he need? طبعا he needed a rock in order to يعني علشان هاي المسج تضل forever. What was the lesson that Nadim gave Zafar about friendship? هذا الانسر تبع question 6 إنه when you write on sand this will disappear, but when you write on rocks and when you write on yes, when you write on rocks هذا is going to stay and is going to remain forever. Okay, بدي بس تعرفوا question 3 and question 4 هدولا words and they're underlined. Continue means to keep on, يتابع ويستمر. Surprised and sad, it means shocked. Hit with the palm of his hand means to slap somebody. Wanting to be better than others, competitive. This time, which means on this occasion. Land at the side of a river bank. Pointed, able to cut. Sharp, يعني مثل النايف السكين بنحكي إنها pointed and sharp and it can cut things. When we have water and rain, this is wet.